Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to Southend Aviation. As you may have seen, Southend Airport had recently hosted some of the airshow displays for the Eastbourne Air Show 2022. These displays included the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, the RAF Typhoon display team, and of course, the Red Arrows. In this video, I'm combining all of the days we saw these airshow movements into one POV video, including a guided airside tour. But don't skip that part, as I did 2 Airside tours over the long weekend, and in this video I'll be including the Sunday tour, which as you'll see soon had an extra bonus. So we start on Thursday the 18th of August at the Longstay Car Park 3 by the Air Traffic Control Tower for the first arrival of the airshow weekend, the BBMF. Enjoy. Originally 2 Typhoons were due, Blackjack and the Air Spare. After catching word that only 1 Typhoon would show up and a handful of delays later, we assumed that Blackjack would be a no-show. After all, she does have a terrible reputation for going tech. We nearly called it a day until she pinged on flight radar, headed south, and here she is, Blackjack, the RAF Typhoon display team's pride and joy. Friday 19th. Again, we're at the Longstay Car Park for a couple of departures.
You want to be closer to it, really. I know it's difficult, but
does the battery last on that, Joe?
2 minutes.
Nice. To be fair, I'm on 51, and that was only like 20 minutes of video earlier. That'll do me. Oh, heat.
Heat.
Yeah.
Heat.
Full afterburner, lads. You know what to do. After that, we headed over to book our Airside Tour, but of course I've already shown you that in a previous POV video last week, so there's no need to show you that again, which brings us on to the Saturday. Once again, it's the BBMF leaving. This time I'm at the raised walkway at the end of runway 05, a good spot for the mornings and early afternoon with the sun remaining behind you. After seeing the BBMF leave, I headed over to probably Southend's most well-known spot, St Lawrence Church. That's right. Well, tomorrow.
Oh. See how soft this landing there. Oh no, they're not going to make it soft. Oh,
Not too bad actually.
What you got right there, landing. Thing is, the airport's in a little slant.
Yeah, it is.
Just
when it was bombed.
I'm surprised you know that actually.
Huh?
I'm surprised you know that actually.
I know it from George.
Oh, George got that from me then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
very good.
They've been polishing and painting that all week.
There we go.
That's very nice of them.
My camera isn't on. One doesn't have smoke on. That was impossible.
I need my 18 to 150 for that. No way.
Fucking there. Oh dear. Oh dear me. There we go.
After all the action had passed for the day, the gang and I waited for the sun to set so we could shoot at my personal favourite time of day, night. For this, we headed over to Viscount House, yet another popular location among the Southend spotters.
I don't like to go that high on the ISO, but it is a little grainy, but it ain't terrible. Hello, Phil. You alright?
Yeah, so you
Yeah, not too bad. Taking over.
saying I was talking to old Richard down at the other end.
Richard.
Yeah, he takes pictures of. Oh yeah, he's going to put some pictures up. He managed to get. I was chatting to him and said about Nick coming in at 6:30, and Nick came in at 6 o'clock.
I know, I missed
And
him. Yeah.
just as I said about Nick, he had his camera, and I go, there he is.
There he is, yeah.
And he's come flying in low, and he done a few party pieces.
Yeah, he did like 3, didn't he?
Yeah.
How low do you reckon I can go on the shutter? 3rd? It's easy if you sit down and basically just like use your body as a tripod. This is if you don't have a tripod for a long exposure. It's fairly sharp.
It's a bit too late to see the space station. But that bloke is, I've seen it before. He managed to get the space station. He said it was a 0.67 of a second or something of it going across in front of the sun.
See, I would have just done a bulb, basically constant exposure.
Yeah.
I leave it. I like what I want to do one day is just sit in the garden, set the tripod up.
Yeah, upside down because we had corporate seating in there. So we turned all the table upside down.
Box car.
Oh, that's ruined the shot.
Turned everything upside down so it wouldn't blow away. The helicopters took off one at a time. And as it took off, the air went down. It blew through the fence and it lifted all these chairs and tables.
That's
a... You know, my video camera going.
PW.
And I quickly ran into the wall.
I don't think it's even PW actually.
Flying at me. And they went and hit the fence and got
It might be a Honeywell, like the TF731.
And
to be fair, you can't actually see it. It actually looks alright, actually. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just going to get a shot of the Juno and then, what do you reckon, Phil?
oh, very nice. It's
Quite happy
amazing
with
you
that.
get all that colour out of this.
Yeah.
He's good at one. He's good at one.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Nice one. I think I'm done for the day. I should have done POV last night because I did all the shots of the red arrows lined up. But
Mind you,
I will display those now.
I saw one guy
The final airshow day, Sunday the 21st, what has no doubt been my favourite day spotting at Southend. As for spotting, we chose some locations that I've already covered in this POV, so we'll go straight over to the Airside Tour. This Airside Tour was made extra special by meeting 3 of the Red Arrows pilots who were kind enough to sign the box of a model kit I bought the day before. Safe to say I felt like a big kid again, but hey, this hobby is to enjoy, and I did exactly that.
Can you sign my box, please?
Yeah, certainly can. What? Are you going to make this up?
I'm going to, yeah.
Do it in this little bit down here, if that's right. I just hold this corner.
Yeah, sure.
Do it up here then.
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
There we
much
go.
better. Thank you.
Red flag.
Can I get a picture as well, please?
Yeah.
Is it right for you, like, face? Yeah?
There you go.
We shoot that way, I'll get the group.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Shall I come in the middle, shall I?
Yeah, sure, man, yeah. Brilliant.
Excellent.
He's had his
Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
No
Thank
problem at
you.
all. Cheers. Nice to meet you all. Cheers. Thanks for coming down. Brilliant.
Actually bought this the other day.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, just for this.
Nice one.
Lovely. Thank you,
Enjoy
mate.
building
Really
it.
appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you.
No, pleasure. Got a photo, Sean?
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Lovely. Just can we get photos?
Yeah,
Lovely. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you.
One signing.
That was
Nice to meet you.
Arrowing experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. So I got 3 of them now.
Oh, you've done well there,
Yeah,
haven't
I'm doing well. I'm doing all right. Time for our tour.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Ready to go. We can expect it. So we're doing round. Right, boy.
Yeah, all good, yeah.
We'll rock and roll.
So yeah, as she said, when we're walking along, just make sure we're sticking to the green lines.
Yeah.
We'll follow you then. Yeah, we heard that on the radio the first time.
Yeah, feel free to take pictures here.
Lovely, cheers. Yeah, because he was meant to go back to Coningsby, wasn't he, to Lancaster?
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
And then, yeah, it seems the plans have gone a bit awry.
yeah.
Want me to just help you through here?
Spitfires off.
Yeah, well, someone tells me not to do
Yeah. Oh yeah, sticks down, huh?
Meow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Sean.
All right, Zane.
I'm happy.
Me too.
This has really got me up.
It's definitely not getting you down.
It's definitely not getting me down. I want to get front on the Hawks.
Look how privileged we feel going airside.
All the spotters.
That's literally us though. That's us like half the time.
Imagine if it starts up right now. There's no way it could. What a day? Oh my god.
Oh look,
Yeah, he is.
nice. Go on, Shawnee. See the pilot in the trying thing?
Yeah, got it, yeah. So again, like right with the exhaust as well. Lovely.
Bit kit, isn't it?
They're quite small though, aren't they, Typhoons?
I thought they were going to be much bigger.
Have you seen a Gripen up close?
No.
They're tiny. Tiny little things, yeah.
You look like you're excited, Kelly.
Nice one.
We head back this way now, we'll go to the Red Arrows.
Do you mind if we get a group photo in front of the Typhoon?
Do this one, yeah? Around front, yeah?
Yeah, if we can do a group photo around the front, yeah.
Alright, we're about to start up the other jet.
Oh,
If you
okay.
haven't got the ease up to scupper.
Are we alright to get like a group photo in front of Blackjack at all?
Yeah, if you're quick.
Yeah, if we're quick, yeah.
It's going to start up.
I've been hitting the head with the tag.
Brilliant. Wow. Sweet.
Right. Get your tennis worth, mate, eh?
That's it, yeah. Start up.
There was one thing with a taxi though. Will it go this way or will
Yeah, it'll go down there,
it
yeah.
go down here? So we
Yeah.
can see that come past, that'd be good.
That would be good. Huh?
Two detailed shots, yeah.
Got headphones there, yeah.
The front there with that and that, and then we've got the Typhoon in the background.
Get a picture of me. You get a picture of me with the red. Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
We picked the perfect time, didn't we?
Worked out well.
the RAF.
Another bonus on this tour was the RAF Typhoon taxiing out. Safe to say we timed this one perfectly. And of course, it's the air spare. Blackjack was poorly once again.
Are we right to get one more group photo in front of?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Group photo, if you like.
Will you have to read this item?
Group photo.
Hmm.
Mark,
Nice
that's
key
on
ring.
you.
That'll make a nice key ring.
I did think that. I think Layla should be in the middle because she's the fanatic.
Just leave the other side of the thing. Right. Idiots, day out.
Everyone says they're Gruppenschatten. They're Gruppenschatten. Don't ask.
Yeah, please. Please don't ask. Put my photos on the website, they're a £5 each, alright? So,
Sure, no
just so
worries.
you know beforehand. Like,
Brilliant.
$4.99 mate rates.
oh, $4.50 mates rate.
No, not really.
Shame Blackjack's gone second again. I mean, we sort of did.
It's like one on, one off, isn't it?
We sort of did hope that, didn't we?
Fair enough.
Blackjack goes 10.
Just get
I'm gonna get a good shot. So.
If you want to inside.
Yeah, sure.
Where do we put these?
Just on here.
And to finish off what had been an amazing day, we headed over to the golf course for the final Red Arrows departure. The sound of 8 Rolls-Royce doors at takeoff power was remarkable, surprisingly loud for such a small jet. And welcome everyone to the part of the video where we edit a photo together. As you know, in previous POV videos, what I've done is I've screen recorded me editing the photo, and then in post I've recorded what I'm doing and sped up the original recording so it's not I guess as boring. This one I'm going to do it in real time. This is all live, I guess you can say, and the image that I've chosen to edit is this one. And you're going to think, well, it's a bit of a strange image, there's a lot of empty space. I guess the art of, well, the aim for this photo was to try and incorporate surroundings around your subject, and I quite liked how the floodlight here was down on the Red Arrows Hawk. I believe this is Red 1, it must be because it's right on the end there. Let's get straight to it. So I'm going to do a portrait, and to do that you just go to your crop overlay here and press X, and it'll make it a portrait image. My usual go-to for portrait pictures is 4x5, but I don't think, actually no, that looks alright actually. I was going to say I'm not sure if 4x5 would fit the crop all that well, but it's actually not too bad. Now, obviously, admittedly, it would have been easier, or better rather, to shoot in portrait, but I couldn't do that with the tripod that I was using at the time, so we're stuck with this one. Still not too bad though. With 24 megapixels, you'll be alright. And it's, as you can see here, it's only ISO 100. To see your settings, another shortcut is so when you open Lightroom, it'll be like this. You press I, you can see the file name and your settings. You press I again, you see the date and the time. And press I again, it goes. But yeah, it's always nice to see your settings. So this is 3.2 seconds at f8 ISO 100, 92mm with my 70-300, my trusty 70-300. So let's edit this picture. Let's try and make this like as quickly as possible. So I really want to bring out sort of like the light here that shines down on the subject, and it's sort of, you can do that with the exposure. Bring down the highlight slightly just to reveal a little bit more detail in the image. Shadows just to get some more in the surroundings, the background there. You can sort of faintly see like the tree lines. I think that looks quite nice. Whites, we'll increase those a little bit, not by much, and then blacks as well, just to bring it out. Now you can easily overdo the blacks, because if you overdo it, it can look very sort of washed out sort of thing. Actually, that looks like a contra up there as well, which we got. But yeah, you can easily overdo it with the black, so don't overdo it. Don't overdo any of the sliders really. Shadows, okay, 77 is maybe a bit too much, but looks a bit better. And yeah, so another thing for nighttime photography that I really like to do is to make the image look very cold. You do that with obviously your temperature. Nice sort of blue tinge to it. So on 4250. Again, you don't want to overdo it because then it'll end up looking like that. Just looks bad. So yeah, don't want to overdo it, but just bring out a few more sort of blues in the sky sort of thing. And I think I am actually going to remove this contrast because it is bugging me. So just do that with the clone or heal tool, whichever you want to use, either or. There you go, nice one. Cool. These ones down here, so texture, clarity and dehaze. I don't think I'll really use dehaze for a night photo, it's not really needed to be fair. Texture, just a little bit, and a little bit of clarity as well, but I will correct that. So I don't really want like the floor to have that much detail, if that makes sense. So what I usually do is I just go over the floor with either the brush tool or a linear filter. Is it called linear filter? Graduated filter. And just bring down the texture and clarity. It sort of almost brings some more depth to the image. It can sometimes be used as a trick to make it look like you've had a wide aperture as well, if you want to. Zoom in on the red arrow, the BA Hawk rather. That looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Mess around with some of the vibrance. You know, you can bring out some more colours, especially like the blues and the reds. That looks quite nice. Saturation on each individual colour. Maybe a little bit more on the Hawk blue. Obviously, I quite like having the cold look, so it's quite nice to exaggerate the blue a little bit more. The green, I'm not a fan of green. I've said this before. I hate like sort of green in an image, especially like green on the reflections underneath the wings, which also we don't have here. But not a fan of the colour green, or yellow for that matter. Orange I can sort of dumb down a little bit as well. Luminance, I don't think I'm going to change that much. Maybe just a little bit of blue, just to bring out some more sort of all this like light beam that you can see here. It's really nice when the air is like slightly foggy, slightly hazy, misty. They can get some really nice sort of light off the floodlight, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's quite nice. Bring down the reds just a touch, just to reveal a little bit more detail in the, because you can easily overdo it with the luminance by making the subject look really sort of washed out like that. So just bring it down a little bit. That looks alright. I'm quite happy with that. Sharpening, a go-to as far as, you know, detail, the sharpening and noise reduction is quite simple, especially when it's ISO 100. Sharpening, bring down to 20. ish luminance, bring up to about 10, and that's just something that I've learned through work really. Where I work I do photo editing, so that's a go-to. And then your lens corrections, remove chromatic aberration. I've got a preset so it enables the profile corrections already, so there's no like warping or whatever. See what it looks like with a little bit of vignetting. I don't think it'll really matter too much because obviously the top part of the image is black anyway, it's quite dark anyway, but yeah, I'd say I'm quite happy with that. I think I will just bring the highlights down a little bit more actually, just a touch. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And then you press Y and you can see your before and after. It's not a true before and after because it does show the crop that you've gone with, but everything else as far as like, you know, removing dust spots or, you know, your usual like corrections here and whatnot, it does show. And yeah, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, and that looks alright. That was kind of shot that I'm going for with the, you know, again, it just sort of makes you use your surroundings, not just focusing on the subjects, but to use things around your subject as well.